If we were to take Light Yagami and Ayanokoji Kiyotaka and suddenly force them to have the same exact IQ, it would obviously not equalize their intelligence. They've lived completely different lives and have acquired abilities that the other has not. For example, ayanokoji would still have a better memory than Light Yagami, along with far better emotional control. But Light Yagami would still have way more real-world experience, along with a greater understanding of emotions. Details like these, along with people being blatant with their bias, are just a couple of the reasons that I don't like to partake in the online game of buzzwords. This situation has made me come to realize that most people don't even know what intelligence actually is. You'll constantly see terms thrown around like IQ, emotional intelligence, manipulation, seduction, so on and so forth, but that is far from the full story. Those, of course, are all important. However, intelligence is infinitely more complex and hard to measure when compared to strength and things of the same nature. So, what exactly is intelligence? As this article states, intelligence can be described as the mental quality that consists of the abilities to learn from experience, adapt to new situations, understand and handle abstract concepts, and use knowledge to manipulate one's environment. You could also dumb it down to say that it's just how efficiently the brain works if you wanted to keep things surface level. The article goes on to state that while the answer is actually still debated by psychologists, the most widely accepted answer is how effectively we adapt to new things, so we can reasonably say that the main core of intelligence is adaptation. But why stop at just the core when we can go further? What exactly is it that helps us adapt quicker? The answer is a freaking lot of things. Some of the most overlooked aspects are memory, knowledge, experience, and lateral thinking. Even with these subcategories mentioned, we've really only taken a single step away from the core, but it'll do for now. I know that some of you may be thinking, but IQ tests measure most of these concepts, so a higher IQ should still be the win-con. And I would agree that it's pretty major. However, it's not an instant way to tell if someone is more intelligent. IQ tests are inherently flawed, as we cannot factor everything into a test, and they aren't built to measure things like knowledge either. If we actually cared about figuring out who's more intelligent, we wouldn't be blasting short arguments in comment sections that are founded on the ignorance of what intelligence actually is, now would we? I'll be blunt with you now that the video is coming to an end. No, the answer to this question is not simple, and most of you will never convince anyone because you cannot solve a problem if you don't even understand what the question is to begin with. Thank you for watching the video till the end, and have a nice day.